Common Agricultural Policy. What is Common Agricultural Policy? Common Agricultural Policy is a policy implemented by the European Union to regulate the agricultural sector in member countries. Common Agricultural Policy aims to increase productivity, sustainability, and equity in agriculture through subsidies to farmers, market management, and rural development. This policy covers a number of policies, such as direct payments to farmers, price and market policies, environmental protection, and rural development, with the aim of ensuring a stable food supply, supporting the agricultural economy, and protecting the environment. The background. The background of the Common Agricultural Policy can be traced back to the formation of the European Economic Community in 1957. At that time, agriculture in Europe was facing serious challenges such as low productivity, food inflation, and food shortages after World War II. Common Agricultural Policy was created with the aim of increasing agricultural production, ensuring a stable food supply, and improving the standard of living of farmers. In addition, Common Agricultural Policy also plays a role in integrating agricultural markets among member countries and maintaining fairness in the distribution of agricultural subsidies. Over time, Common Agricultural Policy underwent several reforms to address changing environmental and evolving socioeconomic needs, while still maintaining its core objectives. However, the existing Common Agricultural Policy was considered incomplete, so an event called the Common Agricultural Policy Reform in 2013 occurred. Reform of the Common Agricultural Policy 2013. The 2013 Common Agricultural Policy reforms are a series of changes introduced in the CAP by the European Union. This reform aims to address several issues facing the agricultural sector, such as increasing environmental sustainability, efficiency, reducing bureaucracy, and providing justice in the form of fairer subsidies to farmers throughout the European Union. The results. First pillar, direct payments. Payment convergence. The 2013 CAP reforms aimed to reduce disparities in direct payments to smallholders across member countries. In this regard, there is an attempt to aim for fairer payouts, so that member countries with lower payouts are closer to the EU average. Capping principle. To reduce the disparity in payments, the CAP introduced the capping acceptance principle, which means that there is an upper limit to the amount of subsidy a single farmer or agricultural company can receive. Degressivity. The 2013 CAP reform also introduced degressivity, which means that farmers who receive subsidies above a certain threshold will experience a reduction in the amount of subsidy they receive. Second pillar, rural development. Funding for sustainability and diversification. The 2013 CAP allocated additional funds to support sustainable and diversified agricultural practices, including environmental protection, natural resource management, ecotourism development, agricultural diversification, and assistance to rural small and medium enterprises. Funding for innovation and research. CAP 2013 provides financial support for research and innovation activities in the agricultural and rural sectors, with the aim of driving technological and knowledge advances in sustainable and efficient agriculture. Greening. Sustainable farming practices. The 2013 CAP reform introduced greening requirements which require farmers to adhere to sustainable agricultural practices, such as crop diversification, preservation of ecological areas, and maintenance of permanent pastures. It aims to promote greener agriculture and contribute to overall environmental protection. Flexibility and subsidiarity. The 2013 CAP reforms gave member countries more flexibility to adapt agricultural policies to their local needs. Member countries have the authority to determine priorities and allocate funds between the first and second pillars, in line with their own conditions and objectives. Positive and negative impacts of the 2013 CAP reform. Positive impacts. Animal welfare as well as environmental standards are prioritized. prioritizing food quality to consumers in the European Union and globally, reduce poverty and create better jobs. Negative impacts: discriminate against small farmers and exploit large farmers through the subsidy system it implements. Environmental impacts that are still in doubt, such as the use of fertilizers or the use of water on agricultural land. Increased bureaucracy resulting in administrative burdens on farmers. The 2013 CAP reform implementation. The 2013 CAP reforms are the policy framework that applies to the European Union. This policy is implemented by member countries of the European Union by adopting this policy into their national law. The country's members also have the flexibility to design and implement policies according to the framework set by the European Union according to their national conditions and priorities. Suggestion: the 2013 CAP reform is known to be quite controversial and has drawn criticism from NGO experts, as in the CAP subsidy, which is considered not to contribute to farmers' income so that it hinders the entry of young farmers. Then in this case transparency is needed. CAP must be more transparent regarding the receipt of benefits and contributions from this policy by publishing all relevant and necessary information to the public. References: